I'm up at about 8,400 feet, and I've been up here for about 10 days now. It's beautiful, beautiful, and I'm getting my strength back. You know, I really believe this is a message from God, because He told me over and over and over for 40 years, and it feels like a message from God. He says, you know what? He says, take a year off. I'm a disabled veteran, and they have cut me up and poked me over and over and drugged me. I'm sorry. You know what? I was near death over and over and over. I'm not joking. I was near death over and over and over. And when I started watching YouTube, they started showing us, you know what, you get rid of diseases, you get rid of skin problems, you get rid of bladder problems, you get rid of all kinds of problems. All you have to do is use salt water and gargle with it. All you have to do is get rid of table salt and use sea salt for your salt. All you have to do is take red krill oil. All you need to do is drink turmeric tea and use turmeric in your foods. God put all those there, and the last time I went to the doctor, he says, look, everything is starting to come together. All of your different levels of everything are starting to come together. And see, now I'm eating nature's medicine for a year now. Look, I'm not a big fat guy no more. Look at that. I still got a gut, but I was 207 pounds. I don't know what I am now. 25 days ago, I was 170 pounds. That was doing good. I lost all that weight from 207 to 170 in 1 year. It was a no-effort diet. It was no effort. And the reason it was no effort is because what I started doing was eating dark green vegetables. Stop eating sugar altogether. No sweets, forget it. Stop drinking that there syrup they call soda, with the high acid levels that make you sick. All the sugar feeds cancers 10 times more than it feeds regular cells. The sugar feeds bacteria. I just drank a sugar drink and I got plaque all over my teeth. And I haven't drank a sugar drink in quite a while now. And I didn't have plaque even when I didn't brush. But one day drinking a sugar drink, my teeth are filled up. Stop drinking the sugar. Stop all the acids, the tomato stuff. You know, the processed tomatoes are super acid. They'll eat you alive, and they cause bacteria to grow. I started taking the krill oil, and my memory came back tremendously. I'm looking at my old class pictures from years ago when I was in 2nd and 3rd grade, and 5th grade and 8th grade. I said, you know what, here's this guy, here's that guy. And I look at these every several years. I couldn't remember all those names before. I couldn't even remember my name. But it was, my memory was going, and what happened? I go to the VA, they give me drugs. Drugs! They give me drugs over and over and over. They end up giving me drugs. I'm not joking. I've been up in the mountains of Arkansas and New Mexico and Colorado right now. Beautiful up here. And you know, I'm up here. I've been staying above 8,100 feet for the last 10 days. Everything tastes fantastic. Fantastic flavor. I said, what's happening? I thought that was only in times that we had extreme efforts when we went climbing in the mountains for 3 or 4 days. But it's not. It's the fresh water. Everything's clean. Everything's clean up here, and it's the fresh water. It makes you feel great. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. And this is nature's medicine. I feel better. I'm resting better here than I am in a motel, and I'm sleeping in my van in a camping place. This is my first day I've been up and haven't had to take an emergency sleep. I hurt down in here, and the affected area is now half the size of a golf ball. And that means I'm healing up. The affected area is from a staple, a broken staple, because the doctors really botched an operation that I didn't need in the first place. If I would have listened to God, if I listened to 1 Timothy 5:23, it says no longer drink only water. It says to drink your wine to help your stomach. And it wasn't until I started thinking of when I was doing the best in my health. And it was when we were doing a race teams. And every Friday we'd go to have pizza and drink beer until we got tipsy and laughing. Guess what? The beer was killing the acid reflux disease, and I didn't need not one single operation at all. All I needed to do was keep drinking beer and eat peppers. I'm not kidding you. Hot peppers, they stop acid reflux disease. They stop it. I know for a fact. I had this for 40 years. I had 15 or 16 operations. And as soon as I started listening to God's word, guess what? The garlic stopped my arthritis in my hands. I couldn't play my guitar, and now I can. Can you believe that? And the doctors call you a liar and give you drugs. And that's what they're doing at the VA. So here I am. It's beautiful, man. Look at the mountains back there. Look at those beautiful mountains. Look at this. This is what God made. And my doctor said, all your levels are getting toward normal. And I said, that's because I stopped taking your drugs. Guess what? My memory's coming back because of the krill oil. I'm not joking. My glands aren't swollen anymore. That's because of turmeric tea and my whiskey treatments. That's right. I drink an Irish coffee in the morning when I get up, but I don't go anywhere. And I think it would be best if I drank an Irish coffee or a decaf version of it before I went to bed. Get a tiny bit tipsy because it kills all this bacteria that we're exposed to every single day when we go to work and we ride on a train. We go everywhere. All the people we shake hands with, all the doorknobs we touch. It's God who put the good stuff here, and I'm feeling better and better and better every day that I am eating God's food and listening to God's word. I'm telling you the truth. This is my testimony because it's the fact. It's the fact, Jack. I'm not joking with you one bit. And God told me 40 years ago to take a year off. What does that mean? Take a year off. How are you going to take a year off? Fish just jump back there. You know how to take a year off? You know, God said, don't worry where your money comes from. And I come up here, it was $20 a day to stay in the camp or $100 a day to stay in town. And then I drive up here to stay up here all day and then drive back to town to spend $100 a day, and a bunch of people with vacuums and flushing their toilets, all the noise. That hotel wasn't any good to stay in. I get better sleep in the mountains, and it's fresh air, clear, nothing, no noise, no sirens. This is the truth. God made this country. That's why they call it God's country. Look at that. Look at that. Take a look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that fantastic? Look at that. It's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. I hear an airplane.